Hi, welcome to the channel. I wanted to do something special for the Pisces full moon on Friday the 13th / 14th of September. So it's a Pisces full moon, but it's also conjunct Neptune. So it really has a lot of this mystical, dreamy, enhanced energy. The moon is really bright. I just went for a walk and it's really bright. So Pisces can be also the completion of a cycle. It's the end of a zodiac. Um, it's also dissolving and returning to the source. So it's the end, and with all endings, there's a beginning. So I just wanted to do something to honor the Piscean energy. I think I'm going to pull a card and see what maybe the collective needs to hear right now. And, and then just along the lines of Pisces is the water element. So, and also heightened sensitivity. So I feel like this is a really good time to tune in and tap in and connect in that way. It's like making the invisible visible. So there's extra potential to see what's unseen and go within. And I even canceled some plans tomorrow just because that's what I want to be doing. Yeah, so let's see here. Pay extra attention to your dreams right now. Any messages you're getting, symbolism, like it's just a great time to meditate if you can. Find stillness, surrender. I felt some really intense energy earlier, and I don't know if it was mine or circumstances or the collective, but it was really intense, like wanted to take me down, intense, but I was able to just connect and trust in a way I never have. And, with Pisces, it's like there's, it's everything and nothing at the same time. And within that, there's also, the what unconditional love actually means in connection back to source, but then all the way to the other end of despair and void and addiction. And so right now that can all be so heightened with the conjunction to Neptune. And yeah, that's what I kind of got this really big hit of fear. And I don't know, I just remembered that the counter to fear is love, and just started sending love in every direction that I could. And like I said, trust, just trust that what's happening is supposed to be happening, and that if I can let go of the outcomes and stay connected to my breath and my heart, and just breathe, then, and I mean, I know that sounds so cliche to say just breathe, but I was able to bounce back like much quicker than I ever have in the past. I mean, I'd say I was only stuck in the really just sort of intense old way for, you know, 30 minutes. I don't know. And the day just completely shifted. But it was because I was able to consciously make that shift and choose that. So to choose love over fear. Um, and, you know, there's plenty of things to feel fear about right now. So, you know, and then there's all this collective energy as well. So those of you that are sensitive or have any transits in your natal chart that, you know, have you more open to feeling others' energy, then, you know, it's like, it's just like well, that's too strong of a word. I was going to say cesspool, but, you know, I'm just like imagining this dream world of like everybody's symbolisms and nightmares, and it's just, there's a lot in there. So remembering that we have a choice in how to direct perceptions, even if what's going on outside of our bubble is a little bit unnerving or chaotic. And also, I just want to say with Pisces that, you know, oftentimes addiction is fueled by this inner emptiness or void, and trying to escape the void or the fear, um, like numb it out or just get away from it or feel, you know, artificially feel better. And no judgment. I just am getting the intuitive hit to remind people that the void doesn't have to be scary. It can be well, maybe this isn't something that can just be spoken. Maybe it needs to be experienced. But like in my own experience, that I mean, I've done that. I've run from this treacherous, you know, void where I thought I was gonna fall from the sky with, you know, never land and just spin infinitely and, you know, get lost in the terror. And I mean, that can happen, and that might be associated with deeper things that need healed. And so maybe it's not until healing can happen that, you know, it's not as easy as just being like, hey guys, remember, and you just remember. But I still feel the need to name or voice that, to stop running from the void and just breathe into it and breathe light into any area in your body that needs it. There's this shift where the void is where the dreamscape is born. And in that sense, it's really beautiful. It's not terrifying. And Pisces also rules, I wrote, imagination, because, I don't know, that's just maybe what captures my heart so much about Pisces. And because imagination can be endless and it can be used for dreams or nightmares, right? And like the quote, what was that movie a long time ago, A Beautiful Mind, where it's like, in order for your nightmares to exist, you have to keep feeding them. In order for your dreams to exist, you have to keep feeding them. And you know, they say in a lot of circles that you can go back and heal past traumatic memories through imagination because the subconscious can't tell the difference between what's real and what's imagination. And to me, that's like a fascinating concept that I think needs to be looked at more, or that I need to look at more, because there's something there. So, uh, it's a dreamy, ethereal time, and be careful out there. There's also no boundaries with Pisces. Um, so everything can kind of like merge together, and just be mindful of who you're around and the space you're in. And at the end of the day, remember that it comes back to love. And I don't even like the word itself that much, but what I'm more getting at is the the light that exists within, when it can shine. What does it take to get there? So Ace of Swords reversed can be confusion and chaos. So that's very Pisces, and like a lack of clarity. The fog. Neptune can be the fog. So with that being the overall energy right now, I would just really wait it out. So not a good time to make decisions. Like, intention and clarity are so important that good time to just hold off and do the more, maybe go into the confusion. Um, Questions can be a great starting point. So maybe look at where in your life you feel confused, and then just start asking questions and see where they go. Or ask for help with an answer and see maybe what shows up. Meditation's also a really great place to do that, where you can ask a question um, and then sit down to meditate, and you can listen. And I heard this phrase this week that was, what was it? A voice without words. So listen to that voice without words for an answer. And, don't force it. If it doesn't come, it doesn't come. But just taking the time to get quiet enough to be able to tap into that, I think I need to do that. And you can also do this before bed for dreams. So you can ask the question before bed. I tend to just crawl in bed and pass out, but I would like to be more intentional before I go to sleep. So, anyways, this doesn't need to get so long-winded. It's kind of low lighting right now. Anyways, Ace of Swords reversed. I'm going to work on getting this set up a little better, but I, knowing myself, like won't do something until it's absolutely perfect, and that Virgo perfectionism, right? So I'm just telling myself it's more important to do it at this point. Um, so yeah, so that's what's happening, and I hope some good comes out of this. And if not, take what you like, leave the rest. And if you don't like any of it, then just leave it. And if you do like it, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. And let's draw one more card from the Universe Has Your Back deck. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Woo! So that's kind of perfect for Pisces full moon conjunct Neptune, because it's like a double emphasis of surrender. So yeah, what can you let go of and trust that forces greater than yourself will work it out for you. Stay safe out there. Full moon blessings to all. Good night.